We're testing something new today. At the moment, I'm no longer using my Wave XLR. I'm only using the audio interface I've spent so much money on to have all my audio go through that I've had for like the past couple months now, maybe like half a year at this point. So with that being said, what I want to do is have it to where all the audio routing and stuff like that comes through the mixer the same way the Wave XLR did with the Wavelink. Now there's some things I'm giving up with Wavelink. Obviously I don't have Stream Deck integration. I don't have, I guess that's it. Like that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I really used it. Like that's the only reason why I thought that was good, to keep that in the Stream Deck. I don't even use my Stream Deck like that anymore. So it's more so just a thing that when they connect this, it has functionality that you can use in tandem with each other. So my biggest thing to check right now is making sure that the audio still sounds somewhat similar. Like I'm not necessarily overly loud, just like I was before. Like I was trying to figure out before, the music is still audible. Like I'm over the music to a degree. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So the best way for me to figure that out is to listen to it back myself. So I'm going to pull up the stream and see if I can do that real quick. Okay, so let me listen to that real quick. Testing 1 2. I'm a little shocked at how clear this screen is on the phone here. The stream, I mean. Okay, I think that sounds fine actually. The way I have it, that sounds good enough. So the only other thing I haven't done is checked. Now the reason I did this, to be completely honest, the reason I went through all this trouble I did last night and this morning to get all this set up the way I did is so that I could have, how do you say, I would be able to have the latency minimized, so that when I react to like a song, or like if I like snap to the beat, which I'm going to pull up again, I can actually do that. So I still haven't figured this part out just yet. I haven't decided what I want to do. I mean, I figured it out, I just haven't decided which way I want to go between the two, because one will have a better compatibility in my opinion, or it'll be better synced if I do it one way compared to how I'm doing it right now. You know, like everything's funneled through one channel, and the mic, because it's going through the interface to the computer, through a program, back out, back into the interface, and then heard by OBS, which seems like a roundabout way. It's really not. Like for this direct connection, it doesn't seem like it has that latency. But the problem is that because it's being processed by a program, it does add like a few milliseconds, or I would say like maybe a second of delay, or it sounds like it's delayed just a little bit. So I'm going to try to snap to the beat that's playing, and depending on how in time that snap is, that will allow me to leave it as is. But if it's only a second off, or if it feels like it's not on time correctly, then I'm going to go and add my mic how I normally could, and then do it that way. So let me try this real quick. Okay, so now I need to go back and listen to that, see how that sounds. So let me move my mic over here and I'm listening to that real quick. Unfortunately, that is out of sync. So I'm gonna have to try let me try something real quick. Put it in studio mode. I can really make this a folder. So let me make it a folder real quick. I can technically do that. So let me remove my microphone from this stream, like this down mix, and then I'll add it in OBS, separately, and then combine them back so that it still acts as one channel. So let me try that real quick. That should do it now. Great. Okay, so now let me turn this down just a bit. Testing 1 2. Okay, that should be a little bit lower, which is fine. Let me do the snap thing to make sure that we're in sync now. Okay. Yeah, so that's in sync. So that works for me. So essentially now what I would need to do is, I mean, that's pretty much it. Everything's kind of going down the right channels now. Everything kind of sounds, in my opinion, the way it's supposed to. So with my mic being the way it is, what I really could do is go through and not download it, but turn down the volume meter again, but I can do it in OBS, so that's fine. That way I'm only controlling how loud I am in OBS and not necessarily controlling how loud I am in like Discord or anywhere, any other place I would use my microphone or voice mod. Excuse me. So the only thing now is I have to add that. I have to add that in other channels now. So let me delete this because we no longer need it. And just copy it, I guess. Studio mode. We want it here. Delete that. Lock it. Put it here. Lock it. Delete that. We don't need it anymore. Paste. Lock it. Delete that. Don't need that anymore. All right, so now hopefully everything sounds the same. You shouldn't notice any kind of difference aside from on my end. I noticed that the audio is more in sync. It's as I hear it, it'll be recorded like that, and it won't be me listening to an audio piece that's delayed just like by a few seconds, like a few milliseconds, so that when I react to it, like if I want to sing to a song or hum to a song or like, you know, snap to it, then it'll be in sync in the video. It won't be out of sync, you know. So I think with all that, we should be good now. Like I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. I can just kind of continue. So outside of that, some moves were made today to kind of, how do I say, combat what was stopping me from continuing with the thing I said I wanted to do for YouTube streams or just streams in general, like Twitch and YouTube streams going forward, like the next chapter of what I wanted to do going live. And we've made moves with that today. There were some things that I saw on a place where I could have got the stuff that I needed that would have been really good if I could have gotten that piece, but I couldn't get it from that place. There were some other, I guess, sources, let's just call it sources. There's some other sources that were inflicting upon that, so I couldn't go that route. I did go another route, which kind of helped me decide what I was going to do regardless. And depending on what time all that is shipping, that should allow me to get the things I need, and then we can actually continue with, or start rather, doing the thing that's that I wanted to do, and that will allow me to, you know, solidify that. So periodically I will have to check it. I set an alarm or a reminder for when I was going to do this today, but the problem was that I couldn't get it done in the time that I needed it to, or when I checked it, it wasn't there. So I didn't really have the option to do that. Also just noticed the thing is off, so my fault. I didn't realize the thing was off, so that's now on. So I don't want to point anybody out, but I can see the thing wasn't working. So if you're watching, feel free to refresh, because now the feature should be on. I didn't realize it was turned off, so my mistake. But at this point, we should be able to continue with how do you set. Oh, hold on, put on all of it. At this point, we should be able to continue with the steps I was saying I wanted to take to get, you know, the next chapter started, which I know I just said, but I kind of wanted to rehash that. So I'm really looking forward to it. I just wish I had everything I needed now. If I had everything I needed now, I would get started, and that would allow me to continue forward. But I don't have everything, so when I do get everything, that will allow me to continue with that. So outside of that, the only thing I really haven't messed with, which I probably should, was the audio, like not audio stuff, but like the default things for this program. So let me see if I can mess with that real quick. I guess this technically would be, if it was system here, it technically should be, let me refresh it. I was about to say none of my stuff showing up. It would probably be I guess let's make it one of the ones I'm not using currently. So it wouldn't be sound effects, but we can make it 1314. So let's just do that. 1314. Yep. So now whenever that happens, I also have to do the same thing in OBS actually. So let me get the filter here, put it on 1314 as well. And where's the other one? Filter 1314. All right, cool. And I'm gonna make a new profile and back up all that once I actually get a chance to remember to do that. But outside of that, you should be good. Outside of, now I did want to talk for a bit, about an hour or so, but I don't really have anything to talk about. I've thought about what I should do. I've thought about this actually. One of the things I was talking about last stream, I guess this is something I want to talk about. One of the things I was talking about last stream was the ability to just do streams regardless of like whether or not an audience is present. And I thought about that's where I would be if I stay, not in that mindset, but if I stay with the comfortability of saying that I don't expect anybody to show up. I don't really know if I would do anything that would be worth people's time to show up and stuff like that. And all that really kind of told me today was I should probably consider looking into things or looking into options that would make people interested. Like, what is something that I'm willing to do that I have the slight intention of having people join and like engage. And it made me think about how for some reason I reacted a certain way, not so much reacted, but I came privy to something that I noticed when I watch other people stream video games. For example, like I was watching somebody else play a Mario game recently, and to me, I was like, they're doing things that I wouldn't do, and it made it hard for me to watch. It was like, I wouldn't have did that. You didn't realize this is here, that, and other thing or whatever. I was pretty much backseating, but internally, I wasn't telling them this stuff unless they asked, like, hey, what's going on here? Does anybody know? Then I would say something, which didn't really happen too often. It probably happened like maybe once or twice out of like, the duration of their stream that was going on. I try not to be the chatter I don't want to be. I try not to be the chatter I wouldn't want to have in my own stream, for example. Like, even though I'm seeing and reacting and having my own opinions, I try to withhold those opinions so that way I don't inflict on that person's stream or whatever. Because, like that's their show, so to speak. Let them run their thing how they're going to run it. And what that did was it showed me that, if anything, it's funny how I've recently realized that I probably wouldn't watch others play games. And if I were to do that, I would probably look up a video. I would just look up somebody else, maybe like a no commentary video, or like I would probably just get the game myself and do that instead. Like if there's a game I don't want to play, but I'm interested to see how this plays out or that plays out, I could just watch that online, right? I could probably watch somebody stream it, but most of the time people are either streaming it and turning that into a VOD or like a video, edited video, like a cut down version, or they're just playing no commentary and then just uploading the footage, for others to see. So that said, it made me realize people probably feel the same way watching me, and I can't verify or confirm that because I don't really, I guess, have people to tell me yes or no on that, aside from me just not seeing that nobody's here to like say that. So it made me think about, what if I did streams, what I'm about to say is nothing new, but what if I did streams that actually catered to people who didn't play video games or anything like that? Or not so much streams, but segments. I meant to say segments. What if I did segments where, like, okay, well, what is something that everybody has in common, right? And then finding those commonalities, finding ways that find interest in those commonalities. So like, let's say all you people watch TikTok. I don't really watch TikTok like that, but you watch TikTok more than likely so that way you can either laugh at what's being shown, you can gather information, or that's pretty much the two biggest things. You either want to learn something or you want to laugh at something. So if I could find ways to incorporate those elements into segments just in general, but also just like segments for people to be interested in at that point, then it should be, I don't want to say not a problem, but it should be less friction for people to say, okay, well, I'll watch this because excuse me, there's something I probably would have did anyways, or there's something that I can laugh at, or something I can learn from. And I think that's probably really beneficial for, like, not want to say a new streamer, because I'm definitely not a new streamer. I've just been doing this for so long, and I've learned a lot along the way, that when I apply it, either something's not being applied correctly, or I'm missing like a certain timeline or whatever, or I'm just not targeting the right people. That's kind of what that turns into. Again, kind of goes back to what I was saying the other day, where I don't necessarily want to be looked at as a streamer. I don't want to have the mindset of doing this as a streamer, because there are elements that come into that make it, I would say, less fun, less entertaining for myself, less enjoyable for myself to do. I feel like I would enjoy this more often if I just did it just to do it. Like if I'm just live just to be live, compared to I'm doing this because I'm a streamer, and as a streamer I have to come up with content ideas so that I can do things for content, and that content turns into what gets people to watch, which, again, nothing wrong with that. It's just interesting to accept certain pieces of that. Like I'll take this piece and I'll take this piece a la carte, but I won't take this piece and I won't take that piece, or that piece over there, for example. So if I thought about that, it made me think, what are some segments I could do? And I want to find something that's unique, at least to me, because it's going to be something already done, but how can I twist it? I guess, how can I twist it to make it unique to myself? The same thing, but my version of it. And I haven't come up with it just yet. I just know that that's something I'm thinking about now. Like, what can I do to make it to where you would watch, even if you don't like the core of the, I guess, the contents being shown, not content, but the contents, like, you know, the actual matter of what's being shown or talked about or presented. So that would be my next kind of thought process. Like, I'm thinking about that while I'm thinking about video ideas, which I have one for today, and then, you know, continue, you know, back and forth with that. So with that being said, I'm going to probably, how long have we been up now? 20 minutes, about 23 minutes. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get started with actually doing the, the segment I planned for today, at least like for, you know, Twitch or whatever. This is going to be something where I've done this before. I'm going to try to do the concept a little bit differently. I don't know if I doubt I made a video out of this last time I did this, but essentially what I'm going to do is set up a kind of challenge for myself, where I'm going to play Mario Maker 2, and if I'm able to complete a certain amount of levels, like let's say like a screen's worth of levels, right, then I will just continue on. I will basically continue on until I lose, essentially. So for example, let me kind of give you a breakdown. I'm going to play Super Mario Maker 2, let's say Endless Expert. I'm going to see if I can complete one screen's worth of levels. So I believe that's 16 levels, if I'm not mistaken. You play through those 16 levels, and then if I make it to the next screen, then that's one gift sub that I'm going to like add to it, right? Well, I guess I have to kind of figure it out, because the goal is that if I don't make it to the end, then I have to give gift subs, right? Almost as if I make it to the second page, then I would want to give 2. If I make it to the third page, 3. Like if at any point I lose, unless like I go in reverse, like, okay, well, right now I'm putting 5 gift subs on the line, right? So those 5 gift subs are, those 5 gift subs are, you know, looming over. So if I complete one page, okay, now it's 4, right? If I complete the second page, now it's 3. And then I do all that until I complete all those levels. Now, that's going to be kind of difficult, because I know Endless Expert, for me, is not necessarily a hard thing. It's just I want to make something that's, you know, obtainable. So what I might do is No Death Normal, because I've heard of that before. This is me trying to spin it. So we start off with 5 gift subs, right? So it's 5 on the line. When I complete one page, you know, we come down a gift sub. When I complete the next page, we come down another gift sub, and keep going until either I've beaten so many No Death Normal levels that I can just continue on, or I gift whatever amount of subs is required at that time. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna take my time to update the labels for that. So let me do that real quick. Let me see. I'm trying to think of how I can name that. I guess I lose money if I don't win. All right. So now what I can do is actually get into that. And then, yeah. This will also be a good test to see how the audio responds to what I'm doing. I didn't see any frame drops or anything, so yeah, we should be good then. All right, let me flip it over. All right. This will also be a good test to see how loud that actually is. So let's go ahead and get into it. Turn the music off. How loud is it? Not overly loud, so I think that's fine. Excuse me. No, I'm good. All right. So I'm going to do no death normal. I want to see how far I can get. Now, I'm not going to set a time limit. I'm just going to set a goal of if I can, you know, I have to continue without getting hit, essentially. So I want to do that. All right. Now, as far as who I'm going to pick, like, to actually give the subs to, I don't know, because it wouldn't be to my channel unless, like, there are people here that can gift it to. So... Wow, okay. What a way to start. I don't know if this counts as a death or not. Yeah, I would say restarts don't count. But that is kind of crazy how that's like... Like, yeah, a death is necessarily like something that's in the level that kills me. That's what I'm considering a death at least. This is kind of dumb, actually. Okay, so it's doable. It's just I gotta get through all this BS, but it is doable. May just have to like throw the things. But we did that with 1 second to spare, man. Wow. Okay, so now comes the hard question of, do we consider that? I would say I consider like something in the level killing me being like a death. Like I can't die in the level, like by like an enemy or like a falling in a pit or something like that. That's what I would classify this as. So I'm gonna count that as a win and not necessarily like a loss towards me doing what I said I was gonna do. One second. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can leave it up there. That up there is fine. But hopefully we don't have any more BS levels. Am I in normal? Is this normal or not? Okay, I'm gonna scam you. I'm gonna say 1 sub, but I have to figure out to who. I guess it could be to any other like streamer in the category. I guess. Yeah, I get somebody at the see. That's the thing. I have to find. I wonder. It'd be cool if I had like a generator. Like if I could find a actual thing that lets me like pick a random like Twitch streamer, right? Like I don't want to. What? Okay, so yeah, this is the other thing too, is that this is not okay. This isn't really working out the way I thought it would, because it's giving me people, but it's giving me like big people. Now I'm not really interested in getting like big people, if that makes any sense. Like I'm trying to get like people that's just, see, that's the hard thing, is that maybe I have to kind of like count down, you know, but I don't know, like trying to figure this out is not I probably should have took the time to figure this out like beforehand. So I apologize for that, because I'm not really doing myself a service here. Hey, give me a second. Okay, well, yeah, no, I'm good. Okay, I don't really know how to move forward then, because there's no I don't have like a streamer in mind to give it to, and me gifting myself subs is like, I can do that, but like, I mean, I'll just be, I don't know, I'm just like losing half the money, I guess. I'd rather lose half the money, I guess, on somebody else's behalf, if that makes any sense. Because doing it on my channel is just like, okay, well, I mean, some random person's gonna get a sub that might that might not even come in here. So it's like, I'd rather that be to somebody else who at least has like some kind of viewership or whatever. But I don't know. That probably didn't work out the way I thought it would. I didn't also expect to die the way I did, because like why else would you let that happen? So like something's not right about those two levels. Like why is this not like what is this? I'd rather just change it to like level grinding. This being normal is weird because how, I don't know, man. I'll try it. It's almost like I have to like run off and like do a wall jump and spin. Or like jump duck, like a duck jump twirl or whatever. I mean, that could be it, but it's like that's I don't know, man. There's no long jump either. It probably is like a duck jump twirl. It could also be like a wall jump, and like maybe I have to go off that jump. Well, I kind of have to be careful there because that might work, but it may not do me any good if I keep like going too fast. Then you also have to consider how fast, or if Mario can even like touch the wall here in the first place. Unless I get there, wall jump, and then go back over, but I don't know. Like that would have that was almost it, but you know he descended too fast. Because if I can push against that wall jump, it might let me come back over. But this should not be in normal. This is not a normal level. Especially with the night theme, like the night theme is supposed to carry, which it kind of does. And that was as far as I've gotten actually. Maybe I should like jump and then just let it carry me. That could have worked, but maybe I should just hold it. Yeah. There's something I'm missing and I can't think of what it is. See, this goes back to what I was saying earlier in the stream where I was like, me watching other people play a game where I know what to do and they don't makes it not uncomfortable, but it's like, it's so easy if you just do this. And now I'm probably getting the exact same thing where it's like, it's easy if you just do this, you know, like you gotta do this thing and it'll just work. So let me come back here. Because I think that would work, but the problem is I keep thinking that I could hit the wall right in front of the flagpole, wall jump off of that, and then come back. When in reality, that's not necessarily, that may not be how that works. So I might just be doing myself a disservice by continually trying this and effectively wasting my time. So this might be different if there was like a long jump, but there isn't in New Super Mario Brothers. And I noticed I have more air. If I guess I have to prolong before I hit the actual wall or like the ceiling. Not just walking off would probably be better. All right. Because I keep thinking if that spike wasn't there, which obviously just make it too easy if that at that point, then I could just like go as far as I can, drop off and then walk off and then do it. But that's not how that works. Obviously, there's a spike there. Maybe I should run, duck. I'm hitting this. I'm hitting this a little too early, so I did not duck. I didn't duck. You gotta duck. Okay, duck and jump at the same time. Or I guess duck a little bit before you jump. Okay. See, this is one of those things where if I had a video showing me how to do it, then it might be a little bit better, but I don't have that. And a lot of these levels are so straightforward. You shouldn't need like a kind of, yeah, like you shouldn't need a video just to do that. And it's like, I don't know what I just did, but I know I did it. But you know, I'll do it. Because I can. Okay, now, okay, well, take me back. There's something else. It was this level. Now, this level I was trying to do the other day. This one is like really dumb. And I don't care to check the comments to figure out why you haven't been uploading. I just want to see if I can beat the actual level. Which this is like a precision, so I have to like jump very precisely to make it. So, you know, I might just be wasting my time with this one too. Yeah, you have to kind of jump and make it through there. So if I can do that effectively, that'd be cool. I guess a duck jump might work, but Mario's already so... He's already the same... I think he's the same height. He's just a little bit shorter. Yeah, just like a tiny bit shorter. So I don't think it will work that way because he's already, you know, he's already so short. It's definitely possible. This is just one of those, again, precision levels where you have to precisely make it through. Because watch you get through and then like you still watch you get through and you still mess up. Like you make it through, but you just ever so slightly like get hit, or you get like a mushroom and you just walk on through. But I highly doubt that. Like I don't really believe there's any kind of mushroom here to make it easy to get through. Like I highly doubt that. I'll check, but I highly doubt it. Like this level has been played by so many people. Like there's a good chance like there's no, you know, if there was cheese, like people would comment on it and then people would have found it and they, you know, it wouldn't be in a, you know, 1% like clear rate. I almost feel like this is tool assisted. Well, I guess as soon as I said that, you know, maybe it's not tool assisted. I gotta go back and watch how I did that actually. Like at what point did I jump to make that? I feel like whenever I do jump though, I gotta keep it like, I gotta keep holding forward. But I think that actually might be what does it. If I keep jumping, duck through, and somehow make it. Because I made it there like literally a second ago. I just went straight through it. But I think I let go too early. Maybe I'm holding jump a little too long too. Yeah. It's just like a continuous, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here kind of thing. I was about to say, I wonder how long it took the actual person to beat that made the level to beat it, but I don't really know. I could quit out and come back and see, but, you know. Okay, I didn't mean to click. I meant to click exit, but I don't really care that much to see. See, like that time, I think I let go, but I can't tell if I let go because I lost. This is one of those levels I wish I could finish sooner rather than later, so I can get back to my life, my stream. Yeah, I do believe though if I jump at like the right time, that'll be what really does it. Because after so much time, by the time like if I reach the height in the middle, like where the gap is, then like I'll be able to make it. You just gotta get through it, and then you know spend however many hours lining it up. I guess 2 blocks would have been too easy. And then pausing to restart seems like it takes either just as much time or a little longer. I mean, you could also check the comments too, but it's like you can display comments, sure, and start over. We could check the comments before I actually try to jump for it. Something about a shortcut I just saw. I kind of want to read it, so let me see. Oh, like I don't know. They're probably just talking about like the guy or whatever. I would like walk up and just jump, but then it's like yeah, like like you're gonna run into the block when you do it that way. Which levels like this, I really wish like you could like remove. Like I wish Nintendo had a way where you can like not remove levels like this, but like I don't know, like because the way to just get past it is just like not play it, which you know really sucks. Like the fact that I don't know, like I feel like I'm forming an unpopular opinion by saying that for levels that people make, if you, I don't know, imagine levels needing to be cleared like continually to stay up. That would be interesting. Like your level hasn't been like you have to upkeep like a that'd be funny. Like I don't think they'd ever do that, but imagine there's a thing where you have to, for your level to stay up and for it to have the clear rate it has, not that it needs to require that clear rate, but for you to, that was very close by the way, for you to be an uploader of a level and you yourself have the skills to beat it, you have to continually beat it for it to stay up. They probably would never do that, but that'd be interesting. Imagine people who have like these levels that like are, you know, stupid long, and super tedious and like super difficult, that level getting taken down. I've also noticed I've been making that jump pretty good actually for like the past couple attempts. Like I've been doing it, but I wonder if I have to duck. Like ducking doesn't seem like it's required. It'll definitely help, but I don't know if it's like, I can't tell if it's helping or not. So if it is helping, then that's great. But it's one of those things where this is such a thing. This is so much like a practice level. Not practice. It's so much of a continual thing that over time I'm just gonna get it. But it's just that over time part. Like, you know, over how long will it take me to get this done before I actually make it, or, you know, give up. Another thing is, imagine how livid you'd have to be to like make it, then find out there's like a mushroom that you can like use. And then even for me getting like past the spike, I'm still not close enough to the thing to actually make it in, so that way I can actually clear the level and then it just lets me pass. Like, okay, like that time I messed up. It's also, I think, a timing of knowing when to jump. Like, what spot on the floor do you jump at? And, you know, learning not to hold the jump and then letting the momentum carry you. Because I'm just gonna hear that all day, like doodle doodling, like that sound, this sound, and then do like in my sleep tonight. And I'm only doing this not as a pride thing, but like, man, it sure be cool if I can beat this level, you know, because it's already marked as a non-clear. And I know the title says, you know, I lose money if I don't win. That is something that I'm going to have to flesh out a little bit more, so that way I have something that's a bit more foolproof. Because for me playing 5 minutes worth of like a level and ultimately losing all my lives seems like that wouldn't be worth it. That was extremely close. That was practically it. I feel like I'm because I'm not paying attention too closely. I feel like I'm doing it, but I'm just letting go. Like, maybe I would be able to make it through if I just don't let go. Like, the momentum is going to carry me. But I'm not, I don't know. Maybe I'm not carrying it correctly. Because I keep hitting the top spike. So maybe I got to come down a little bit. Maybe I got to jump a little bit later. That could be it. And then imagine, well, it wouldn't let you pause it when you're like the win state. Like, once you actually clear the level, like the pause functionality doesn't work anymore. So there's no way I can like pause it. Like, me doing this with muscle memory over time wouldn't necessarily kick me out of like me losing a win. You know, it would just essentially, I would hit the box, it would say you won, and then, you know, I wouldn't have any other control outside of what comes up after that. I think it's a matter of I think I'm not holding it. I'm jumping too high on some of them, jumping too low on some of them, which is obvious. And then for the times I do make it through, I'm not necessarily holding it, if you will, or holding forward. Like, I think I'm letting go too soon. And now I'm getting into a groove of jumping too early, or jumping too high. The only question now is how long before I keep doing this before I give up is the thing. That's the concern now. One second. All right. Can I play your level? At the moment, I kind of want to try to beat this level first because I just got so close. So I will probably play a level, but it's probably gonna be a moment before I do that. But I appreciate you asking, even though you still put the code. I really wish there was like a twirl in this because I would simply twirl. I would simply just jump and then and then just make it through. But that doesn't exist in this world. No, specifically like this world specifically. It's just the sweet satisfaction of knowing that I beat the level. That's really what I'm craving. Cause once I get that, it's like, bro, you can really do whatever at that point. But alas, I'm not the best at doing this, so. But with time and practice, a lot of time, a lot of practice, it'll work. I think I need to study the trajectory and learning where to jump. Cause I know with that, like, I'm holding the jump button, or like learning when to release it. Like maybe there's a combination of if I jump right here, hold forward, duck, hold the jump just long enough to where whenever I do let go, it actually, lets me through. Maybe that could be what I'm missing. It just takes me back to those levels, or those times rather, when I was playing certain levels that require like constant restarting. So the beginning of the level just constantly like was just burned into my mind. I think the mentality of, these games are meant for kids kind of goes out the window when you have people that make levels like this. And it's one of those things where if I could tell outside of a clear condition whether or not I should play this level or not, like my chances are pretty high of beating this level, then, I wouldn't play levels like this at all. Like especially like looking for what the ending is, which kind of makes me want to look at that for levels, like whenever I'm given the option to look at it outside of like a level viewer, because doing this is kind of like it makes it to where if I know the ending is the way it is, I would just skip past the level like before looking at it, which you don't get that luxury whenever you're playing like endless, The ID to this level, I can get it in just a moment. But I want to give it a few more tries, or I just want to keep trying it until I get it. But I'll give you the level code in just a moment. I want to try to get one more good, like, attempt, and then see if I can provide that to you. Like, I want to see if I can just get through there one more time. And then maybe I'll make it, or, like, that's not a good one. But like, that time I did make it through, but there have been times when I made it past, like, I've made it past the spikes, or at least, like, a good chunk of them. And it just doesn't make sense why it wouldn't just give it to me. Like, why would you just let me have it, But I'll go and give you the code real quick so you can have it. There you go. I'll even type it out for you. There's the code if you want it. Watch I leave and then just come back and just perfect execution. Because I feel like if I duck and jump again, without a twirl, obviously, because that won't work. Then it could carry me, but like I'd have to do it right as I jump, or like right after jumping. And I feel like I'm holding it too long because that's what's messing me up. But people have beaten it, and it's like I feel like it's I don't know, man. Like this isn't fun to me. Like at this point, it's purely just to see if I can beat it. And I've gotten so close that it's like, why is it that I've been taunted with being able to like get through, but like not through far enough to hit the actual box and win? It almost makes me want to believe that there is like an item, but I feel like if there was, then you know what? I'm not against it. Let me check something real quick. I doubt it, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Hold on, let me go up here. Yeah, no, look, there's no, there is no kind of exit thing. All these blocks are empty. There's nothing in these. These blocks are here just to be here. So, yeah, there's nothing really in there to gather or get. So, kind of just doing it. It would be cool if there was like a zoom thing where like you could see how close, like whether or not you hit the top or the sides or like, whatever. Not the sides, but, the top or bottom. Shoot, I might just have to do this and just go live doing this. Like that time I made it through again, and it's like I still can't tell. See, I'm not paying enough attention to see if I'm actually like making it, like if I'm not holding forward anymore, and that's what's stopping me, or if it's something else. Okay, so that time I held forward, but I guess I just jumped a little too late, or not at the right time. I almost feel like I should kind of pull back on the jump a little bit. So like that let me through that time. So maybe I just gotta like jump high enough to let me through. I almost want to look up a video on like how people do it like consistently. I wonder if that could be it. Like maybe I gotta pull back and like, you know, like far enough to look and then go back. That'd be funny if that's the case. I almost want to try it to see if it works. Hold on. But then it's almost like I'm in there too long if I do that. Like I'm pulling back. Like if I'm doing like like a flip, like a left and right. Oh, I really want to look it up actually. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think there's a way for me to find I'm trying to find it and it's like, ooh. Why did it all stretch like that? Yeah, all of them have to do with speed and not like spin. How? That's basically it. Excuse me. I definitely believe I would have been done with this level by now had it been like a double gap, but I understand that's too easy, so not really an option. I kind of want to jump before or within that little white, this little U shape here, kind of. I think somewhere near is probably going to be like the sweet spot. It's also hard too because I want to let go of the jump but still hold down Y, thinking that's going to help me. But I don't believe that. I don't know. Like that kind of helped. It's just I was so close, but still so far away. Maybe by the time I get to like the first curve, the last curve, I mean, the second touch point, maybe right after it or somewhere like before it. I mean, we're definitely getting more consistent with getting through, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we're getting through a lot easier. What a level, yeah, I guess so. I hope you've had success in beating it. Hence why you asked for the code. Like, okay, I'm getting pretty consistent with getting through. You're trying to, I see. Got it. Well, best of luck. Whether you get it before or after I do, or if you get it at all. Best of luck to ya. Is that the hawk? Like, I'm basically in there. Like, I'm in there. Come on, man. Let me through, please. Yeah, I think that one's just a little too high on the jump, so I gotta get like a little bit lower. Like, bro, like I'm I'm basically in there, man. What more do you want from me, Nintendo? What more do you want from me? To now, and this is the hard part too, the difficult part, that now that I'm actually getting there, like, now I feel like I can make it. Now, they're giving me hope. Like, don't give me hope, because like that's just gonna make me want to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm doing the duck thing anymore, so maybe I should try that. Yeah, let me try doing like what I've been doing, like the jumping at a certain time, but let me try ducking at the same time. Okay, we definitely got a little bit further, so maybe we gotta jump a little bit later. I gotta remember to like go hold down and then still hold the Y. Thank you, I appreciate that. You know what? Part of me feels like I need to get off this game. I need to get off this game because that was not fun. I almost want to try it again, but I don't really need to. I have the footage for it. Like, I have the proof. I don't really want to do that again. I actually did it. Congratulations, man. Excuse me. I don't know who these people are. Yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. But what I guess I'll do is I'll go ahead and play your level. I mean, I might as well. I'm not doing anything else. I just hope it's not like a maker thing, because like, I don't know. I turned it on so that way people wouldn't feel like deterred from like actually submitting like their things. But you know, see, this is another thing too. Like, see, I'm about to apply what I just said I want to stop doing, which is actually doing this thing where like I have to like I don't think I want to play this. Like, to be honest with you, to be completely 100% honest with you, after going through what I just went through, nothing against you, I just don't think I want to play this. And it's more like, it's more of saving my sanity than giving a level a try and then having it show up like as like a little white flag. I'm good off that. Like, I'd rather, at this point, I'd rather just play Mario games that Nintendo makes, like, directly. Like, if this Nintendo made level, I'd rather go back and replay Wonder. I'd rather go back and replay Odyssey. I'd rather 100% those games again than play levels like this. And again, like I said, it's nothing to you directly. I just don't have to deal with I'm not patient anymore. Like, I'm no longer patient, and my patience has been lost. And I feel like it's sad when your patience has been lost, because it's like whoever comes up next who may be worthy, not even worthy, but like I guess, yeah, deemed worthy of, that patience, doesn't even get the chance. So for a clear condition like that, like, I'm good. Like, I would much rather play a level that I know a lot of people have beaten, so that my chances of beating it is like higher. But like, I no longer have the patience to do that. Like, and I finally see it, and I could see if it was like, excuse me, I could see if it was like a, what do you call it? Like a viewer level thing, and like I didn't care. Like, if I had like an alt, for example, then I wouldn't care. Then it would be no big deal. But I simply don't have the patience anymore. And I'm sad to say that. Like, it actually doesn't feel good to say that. Like, I no longer have the patience. So what I will do is take the footage I have and maybe make a short out of it. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I gotta do something with the footage, or it would be nice to do something with the footage, I guess. But at this point, I'm trying to figure out now. This is the part I don't like, is that I'm always in this state of trying to figure out what to do next, and I feel like I don't take the time out to plan. Even though I do take the time out to plan, like the time feels like it's wasted, because when I plan something, then I guess something happens, and I don't know. Like, earlier, I was trying to, like, as the title still says, I lose money if I don't win, which is something I said I was gonna do, where I would play a level, see if I could beat it, and if I could beat it, then I would just continue on to the next one. But if at any point I get to a level that I can't beat because there's something in the level that kills me, then I would donate, gift subs, for example, which I'm cool with doing that. But that's something that could take, something that I anticipate taking hopefully an hour to do, ends up being something that ends up, it just happened so fast. Like, a level took me out like that, right? It wasn't even 2 minutes, for something I anticipated being an hour. So it's like, I really have to sit down and think about what to do for things like that, because if I don't, then I'm going to run into times like right now where I'm just sitting here trying to think, hey, well, what do I do next, and I don't have anything else to do. So I don't know, but being up for like an hour, it really sucks, because it's like, you would think that you'd want to be able to keep going. Like, why can't I not keep going? And there's just so much to where if I could, then I would, but there's not there's not a lot, Also, why are my tags like that? Hold on. Yeah, that shouldn't be okay. I don't know why it's not updating, but whatever. I don't, whatever. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I just hate being in that state of I don't care, because it's not. I don't think that's fair. It's not fair to me to be in that constant state of, yeah, I don't care. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I don't care anymore. Like, I don't like that. this streaming stuff is not easy. I will definitely say that. Like, and that's the hard part too, is that I don't feel like I have anybody to talk to about it. Not to get, I don't have anybody to get encouragement from outside of myself. Like, I have to be the only person to encourage myself to keep going. And this stuff is not easy. It's not easy when the mindset is, I guess, consistent amongst people who have success and who don't in the field, or like in the activity. Because to me, it feels like if there were people to, I guess that's the thing, is that I don't have anybody to bounce off of. And I feel like if I need somebody to bounce off of, then I'm not good enough at doing it on my own. Like, it's not good enough to stand on its own two legs. So it's like something has to change. Like I was saying the other day, I'll probably just play, what is it, through games. Like, if I hadn't beaten the story mode in this game, which I have, like the story mode, if I hadn't, then I would, but I don't, or I didn't. So it's like I have to figure out, okay, well, what do I do? And that's really difficult. I think that's really difficult. Like, it would be so much easier. It would be so much easier if I just knew what to do, or if I had like a better plan. And I don't have a better plan, and I don't want to give up, because like, I have no real reason to. I don't think I have a real reason to give up outside of like, it's difficult, you know. So I'm really trying to think. I don't know. Like, at what point is the breaking point? You know, where something changes or whatever. And then also have the question, do I even need that breaking point to be like present? You know, like, is it something that I need, or just something I want? Because if I did everything, I don't know. It's really strange. Because I feel like imagine I had, because I think it really is a viewership thing. But then think about, if I stop and think about, okay, well, what if I had 4,000 people here right now? Like, what difference would that make? Like, what changes would I make it to where those 4,000, 5,000, 1,000, a million, 100,000, whatever number was sticking around? Because they would be sticking around for me, unless like there's conversation to be had. And I guess that's the thing. Like, it's figuring out that time frame of, that's not time frame, that is, I don't know if dichotomy, I keep thinking to use dichotomy, but I don't know if that's the right word to use. But the thought of whether or not people being here would change. And I've heard that, okay, well, if you're streaming different than you would, if you're streaming differently to one person than to 100 people or to 1,000 people, then you're not giving it your all, for example. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm not giving it my all, then it's like, I'm trying to think of things I can do where I can give it my all, and it won't be like it wouldn't matter if there's 1 or 100 or 1,000, you know? And that's definitely not easy. Especially when, I guess, if I'm going live to play games, like, that's not very good, I would say. Because at the same time, it's like, I don't really know. I think I have an idea. I just came up with something that I probably could do, but that's something that still wouldn't help today. You know, like, it would help, but it wouldn't help today. I'd have to like wait. One moment. So yeah, I just gotta stop and think about. Yeah, I don't know. I just had to stop and think about some things, because it would definitely help, but I don't have at the moment, and that kind of sucks. So I'm going to do something I don't like doing, which is abruptly ending. Like I want to just keep talking, and then in the middle of my sentence, it's just going to hear me like